I want to welcome you to the 2025 signing ceremony. We're very blessed. We have 8 young men that get to fulfill their dreams and play college baseball. And I want to give you a little background on how it works. And then our coaches are going to talk about each player. Then they're going to talk. Then we'll invite you up for pictures. And then there'll be food in the team room. Okay, so that'll be how we do it. The recruiting world is the worst it's ever been. From just being honest, with NIL, transfer portal, all that stuff. What makes it hard is you've got guys that are used to be Division I or playing lower division. Everything is bumped down.
I'm going to yell. Can you hear? That's bothering me right there. I'm going to yell. But the NIL and all that stuff has changed the game. Okay, it's made it where guys that used to go to Auburn, Auburn says we won't take them. And then it keeps working its way down, so it's making every level better, which makes it harder on our players, and it makes it harder on travel coaches, makes it harder on high school coaches. And money is scarce, okay? I say that because it's a big deal when people give these young men money to play baseball, because the only people that have a lot of money are your power forward kind of teams. Most other people they're scrambling for money. So if they're willing to give our players money, it's very well deserved, first of all, but it means a lot. Recruiting is something that I have a great staff and they do a million things, but one thing that I absolutely handle here is recruiting. And the reason I do it is something I take pride. I want to see these guys reach their dream. And I've always taken a personal touch to recruiting. Some coaches leave it up to their travel coach or the player himself or the family himself, and not that some of these guys didn't help themselves. But really all but, I guess, Sinjon, who is going to Navy, that was kind of before he really got here. All the other guys, we were really a big part of their recruiting. That being said, one thing that's really big to us is we have a really good relationship. I think every guy here, except one, played at 5-star. And people will say, hey, from a travel perspective, hey, you push your kids to 5-star. Well, I just tell them from LaGrange High standpoint, Shannon Snyder, who runs 5-star, and I probably talk every day during recruiting season. And if he knows a coach or I know a coach, and we're like pooling our resources to try to figure out how we can help get these guys signed. Okay? It's not just a matter of this guy can play. There's a lot of guys that can play. If a guy throws 95 miles an hour, the coach drives up and he says, I want him. All right? That's not usually how it works for us. Most time for us, we got to try to get them here, and we got to get them to play, and then we got to hope they like them, and if they don't, they might not need what they do, all those things. Okay, so for us, it's not an easy process, but it's something that we really take a lot of pride in. And again, in our case with these guys, Shannon was a big help, and it's very appreciated. With that being said, there's been a lot of sacrifices with these young men. And the first sacrifice is the families. Okay, those of you sitting out there, if your son's up here, or grandson or relative is signing, that means that somebody hauled him to practice when he was small, up until he could drive. They drove all over the South, supporting him at travel events, maybe took him to lessons, probably drove them to 4-on-1s at 6 in the morning at LaGrange High. All those things, and you spent time, energy, and money. Okay, it's appreciated. That's a huge sacrifice, and that's why it's kind of sad when it kind of comes to an end, because it's been a major part of your life since your son or grandson has been, 5, 6 years old. But that's a huge sacrifice that they wouldn't be here without that support. The next thing is the player themselves. Okay, in the summer when they're playing baseball, there's other guys, they're eating chips and playing video games in the air conditioning. Okay, it's July and it's hot, and they're playing a doubleheader in the middle of, up at East Cobb or driving all over Atlanta, or they're up here at 6:30 in the morning doing what we do, doing infield or outfield or hitting or pitching drills, doing all those things that we require. Okay, then academically doing what it takes to get to that position. And our guys are very good students, which allows them, some of them will get some academic money. The better students you are, the first scholarship your son needs to get is the Hope Scholarship or the Zell Miller Scholarship, because that's your starting point. That makes you a better recruit right out of the gate, because coaches figure, hey, we give them a couple thousand, they're getting that, and they're on their way. So, but they're a good student. But these guys, their sacrifice and their leadership on our team is greatly appreciated. This day is a day, again, when it's an opportunity for these guys. They get to play. I think the percentages, it's like 1% get to play beyond high school. And we have 8 guys, and we could have actually had more. We had some that chose not to play. So for us on one team, it's really a big honor. It was an honor to be their coach. We're really proud of them. And what I'm going to do now is have Coach Edie will come up and he will work his way down the line. And I know y'all can't wait to hear them thank everybody. If you want to use that, Coach, you can.
You, Rob. Okay. All right, Rob had an outstanding season. He hit .368 with an on-base percentage of .435, collecting 39 total hits, and playing a key role in leading our offense this year. His performance this year marked a significant improvement from previous seasons, which we greatly appreciate. Rob also made a smooth transition to the outfield where he recorded 38 outs, or put outs with just 1 error. He came up big in key moments, making clutch plays both this year and throughout his career at LaGrange High. And we couldn't be more proud of Rob, and we're excited to see what he accomplishes at the next level. Rob, tell us where you're going, please.
Thank you all for coming out today to support this group of guys. I want to thank God first for giving me the ability to play the game we love. I want to thank especially my family, my mom and my dad, for taking me to practice this game and trying to trust. We've made a lot of maneuvers. I can't forget my little brother for pushing me and challenging me in everything. I want to thank Coach Branch, Coach Edie, Coach Craig, Coach Bozeman, Coach Tyler Edie, Coach Kurt, Coach Alford, Coach Green, Coach Shannon, Coach Hubbard, and Coach Ron for making me here today I am as a baseball player and man. Lastly, I want to thank all my teammates I've played with. I'm so thankful for all the friendships and memories we've made over the years. And to the seniors, I wish you all the best of luck. With that being said, I can't wait to represent this community and Green State.
Thank you, Rob. Now we're going to Kayden Sutton. He was leading the charge on the mound for the Grangers. Kayden was a workhorse for our program. He threw 46 innings total, and he posted a 5-2 record. During his 46 innings, he had 52 strikeouts, and he finished the season with an impressive ERA of 1.813. So congratulations on that. Caden has been a vital contributor to our success over the years, both with his performance and leadership for our program, and we're extremely proud of him and look forward to what he'll do at the next level. Caden, please tell us where you go.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, the dream come true, and none of this would be possible without the man above. First and foremost, I want to thank my dad. Dad, I love you so much. And I'm incredibly thankful for all the sacrifices you made for me. Your unwavering support, guidance, and belief in me has been instrumental to get me where I am now. To my mom, thank you for always being my rock, my biggest cheerleader, and for instilling in me the values of hard work and perseverance. My teammates, thank you for the countless hours of practice, the shared victories, and the unbreakable bonds we formed. My coaches, thank you for pushing me to my best, for believing in my potential, and making me into the athlete and person I am today. Finally, thank you to the entire community. Thank you for the entire community for being a part of this incredible journey. And I'm honored to represent our community at Alcorn State University. Thank you.
Sinjon Lash. Although Sinjon joined us late, and we would have liked to have him a little earlier, his impact was immediate and undeniable, both on the mound and at the plate. Offensively, he hit .313 with an on-base percentage of .477, collecting 21 hits, and on the mound, Sinjon threw 35 total innings with 61 strikeouts and an ERA of 3.729. It didn't take long for us to realize that Sinjon wasn't just a pitcher, but he brought value to our lineup as well. We are very proud of Sinjon for stepping up and being a part of our program, and we're excited to see him shine at the next level. Lash, please tell us where you're going.
First of all, I'd like to thank God. Obviously, I would not be here if I wasn't blessed with good health. Secondly, I'd like to thank my loving parents, my mom, my dad, who took me early mornings, late nights, sometimes picking me up in the field at 1 or 2 in the morning when I was younger and probably should not have been out that late. My dad taking me to and from school, making sure I had a proper education, school on the internet, helping me fix my phone whether I was doing something wrong or anything like that, practicing with me. My mom taking, and my sister, I should change that, my sister as well. To and from games, cheering for me when not a lot of people are at the young kids' game. And just so much support from my family. There's no way I'd be here without them. Obviously, I'd like to thank my coaches. Eric Saunders was a vital part of me growing up. He would taught me batting, pitching, throwing, fielding, you name it. He was there for me multiple hours a day, 6-7 hours a day, every day of the week. Coach Jimmy Barnett from the Atlanta Braves scout team, he taught me, kind of got me to where I am on the mound. I would not be going to college for pitching if it wasn't for him as well. And then obviously I'd like to thank the coaches from LaGrange and East Coweta as well. And as Franklin Deloach says, 7 innings of play and a lifetime to remember. I am pleased to represent LaGrange, my family, and everybody else that is close to me at the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland.
Gryson Cockrell. We are extremely proud of Gryson for his resilience he has shown in overcoming injuries over the years. His perseverance speaks volumes about the type of player and person he is. This season, Gryson hit .378 with an on-base percentage of .505, tallying 31 hits in 31 games. That's pretty impressive. While helping lead the way in offense, Gryson has been a cornerstone for our program, and we couldn't be more excited to watch him continue his journey at the next level. Gryson, tell us where you're going.
First, I'd like to thank God for giving me the talents and ability to accomplish what I have. I want to thank my parents for all the love and support and encouragement that they've given me over the years, all the sacrifices that they've made, taking me to tournaments and land I want to thank all my grandparents and my other distant family for always encouraging me too. I want to thank all my coaches, all my LaGrange coaches, Coach Branch, Coach Edie, Coach Kurtz, Coach Schmidt, Coach Craig, Coach Alford, all my coaches in LaGrange, and my travel ball coaches, Coach Shannon, Coach Ron Wilson, Coach Dusty Hubbard. They've all played a huge impact in my life. Not only did my baseball coaches play a big role, but also my football coaches. Coach Napier, thank you for always pushing me in the weight room. None of that could have been possible without that. I want to thank all my teammates for the brotherhood that they gave me. It's been a real ride. With all that, it's an honor to be representing the LaGrange community at Alcorn State.
All right, how's everybody doing? When Coach Branch asked us to do this, I put a little different spin on it. He said, you don't have to do stats. Well, I did. I chose to focus on the person, kid, and kind of what they've done. Because a lot of what they've done, where they're going, was decided before their season stats. Right? So that was kind of an added bonus. Our first one, Cooper Stevens, I first met Cooper in person 5 years ago, and he was a catcher. He was really good. And Coach Branch kind of taught me in, and I said, I'm so certain you can't be a really good first baseman. He said, no, I think you're right. Next year, you're playing first base. Then, as our team progressed throughout the years, then Cooper said, Coach, I can take third. I can play third. I think that's what we need, and we did. We needed a couple of third base this year. Cooper's done a tremendous job in growth on the field, off the field. As a young man, I've just been able to see him grow and mature into something very special. He puts his mind to something and he really wants to do it. He can really, really make a difference and impact all those around him. Cooper, why don't you tell us where you're headed?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here. It truly means a lot to me. Reaching this moment has taken support, encouragement, and sacrifice from many people in my life, and I'm grateful for that. First, I want to thank God for blessing me with the mental and physical strength to complete this sport I love every single day. I want to thank Coach Shannon Snyder, who has been by my side since I was 10 years old. He's guided me in the game, but he's also shaped me to be the person I am today. Then I would like to thank the LaGrange High baseball coaching staff for believing and trusting in me these past 4 years. Your support has meant the world, and I always appreciate the time and effort in investing and watching me grow. To my parents, there are no words to describe how thankful I am for y'all and everything y'all have done. I've seen sacrifices y'all had to make, and y'all supported me through the toughest times, and I'm really grateful for that. I also want to thank my teammates, coaches, friends, and extended family who have encouraged me along the way. Your support has helped me become not just a better athlete, but a better person. And then with that being said, I will be continuing my next 2 years at Alcorn State.
Thank you. Caleb Allen is our next signee. Also met Caleb 5 years ago. Caleb is without a doubt one of the most talented pitchers in the state. He's an amazing talent. Caleb progressed through high school. He had some setbacks. He had to have surgery and things like that. But he's another one that I've seen mature. When I first met him, he was very talented. Nothing like the young man he is today. Once he got under Coach Branch, considered this came over here, started doing it, he immediately bought in. He immediately decided this is what he wanted to do. He wanted to make a change, he wanted to be consistent, he wanted to be really, really good at he is. And just excited for him, he can tell us where he's headed now.
I'm excited to announce that I've committed to continue my academic and baseball journey at South Georgia State College. This has been a dream of mine for a long time, and I'm so grateful for the support from my family, coaches, teammates, and friends who helped me get here. Thank you to Coach Branch, Coach Edie, Coach Alford, Coach Schmidt, Coach Kurtz, and Coach Shannon for believing in me and pushing me to be my best. I can't wait for this next chapter and to represent South Georgia on and off the field.
Okay, our next signee, Brandon Bennett. When you see Brandon, one of the first things you notice is how tough and hardworking he is. And a lot of that is based on the fact he is consistent. Every day you know exactly what you're going to get with Brandon. He's going to come, he's going to work hard, he's going to do exactly what is told of him. If he needs to get hit by a pitch, he needs to block the ball, he's one of the most hardworking and quiet. You know, this may not take long when he gets to life. He's one of the most hardworking people we've ever had. And in the weight room, he's an animal. On the field, he's just improving, and we're excited to see what he can do.
I would like to thank God for giving me the ability to be able to play at the next level, and my parents for always being in my corner, taking me to games, practices, you name it. They're always there for me, and I'm very appreciative. I would like to thank my coaches, Coach Smith, Coach Kurtz, Coach Branch, Coach Edie, both Edie's, Coach Alford, and I would like to thank the five-star coaches, Coach Shannon, Coach Lee, Coach Langley, and Coach Chad for helping me get better and make me who I am today. I would also like to thank my teammates and my friends for helping me just improve and be who I am today. I am excited to commit the next 4 years to Lagrange College to play baseball.
Okay, last but not least, Caden Wood, our final signee for today. And two things, Caden. One, he's extremely clutch. He's one that you want. You know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when he was blowing people down. But he is also the ultimate teammate. And to me, that's what speaks volumes about what kind of person he is. How he's been just grown and helped the Grange High baseball team in so many different ways, on the field and off. Just a leader and able to teach the young kids coming through next year how they're supposed to act. So, Kayden, why don't you tell us what you do?
Good afternoon. I'd like to thank God for this opportunity at the next level. I'd also like to thank my mom and my dad for providing me with everything I need. I'd like to thank the five-star coaches, Coach Shannon, Coach Chad, Coach Langley. I'd also like to thank the Lagrange High baseball coaching staff, Coach Branch, Coach Alford, Coach Kurtz, Coach Drew, Coach Schmidt, and I'd like to thank Tyler Edie for getting me ready in the weight room. And last, I'd like to thank my teammates for pushing me every day to get better. Go Howard.
I don't like the mic. All right, next, well, first of all, give the whole group what we'll do now is we'll allow families to come